Watch out for them scams. Are now time for the Scam of the Week, brought to you by the Better Business Bureau of Wisconsin. Julie Albrecht joins us now from the BBB. Good morning, Julie. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm great. How are you guys?
Good. Springtime. We have the old springtime home improvement scam season upon us. These come in a variety of angles. What are some typical home improvement spring season scams the Better Business Bureau sees?
Yeah, so home improvement scams can start with a knock on the door, a flyer, an ad, really however you would maybe normally find out about a business. And then the contractor offer you something. So maybe low price for a short time frame, or
Right.
one common hook is when the scammer claims to be working in your neighborhood. They'll say, "Oh, I'm working over at this house and I have some leftover supplies, so I can give you a discount and do the job at your place." And then once they start the work, they might suddenly find issues that will raise the price. I found this, I found that, things keep happening like that. And if you object, they'll threaten to walk away or leave half finished product.
Yeah, your
Or
roof
sometimes,
half torn up, and they're like, "Well, we found this leak. We got to do this, this, and this." You're like, "Wait a minute, you didn't say that going in." Hey, man, I'll walk, and then your roof is all exposed, right?
exactly. Yep. And sometimes they'll just accept an upfront deposit and never return to do the
No.
job. They'll just ghost you
Yeah,
altogether.
that's the worst.
Have you guys ever taken advantage of somebody who went ding dong? Hey, I'm here to do pressure washing.
Never.
Never.
Not once have I answered the door and gone, this is going to go well for both of us.
If it weren't for your savvy wife here on with us, would you, Josh, have said, you know what? Go
Nope.
ahead.
No.
Okay.
I do research on that stuff.
How about, Julie, something as simple as taking down a tree, like that giant spreading tree in your front yard, which is just too big for your yard? Have you ever had anyone come to ask about that tree? And isn't that one safe thing you can have somebody who knocks on your door do, a tree removal?
I don't know if I'd say safe. It really depends. I would still do your research on the company, look them
Okay.
up, see if they're a BBB accredited business. But I mean, if they're going to do it right then and there and you see they had the equipment, but I've heard
Right.
stories before where they'll come and do that and they're just a guy, they're just a scammer. They're just going,
Sure.
everybody's saying they'll do this and they don't actually have the equipment to do so. So definitely still do your research just to be
They'll
safe.
probably ask for money up front, and they'll, and if they come back, great, but they may not.
And then they're not insured, and then something happens to them on
Yeah.
your property, and then you get hit with a lawsuit.
Okay, how about this? How about buying firewood from somebody who rolls up to your door? Because my dad has done that back in the day. That's how a lot of the firewood guys do. They come from the hills, they go into the nice suburban neighborhoods, and they knock on doors.
I guess maybe it's different here. I feel like people usually will just put the wood out and then you can grab it and put some cash in a box or whatever.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
that's
right.
more the thing around here.
What? That's how do people get their firewood in Wisconsin?
A lot of times it just says free firewood. You just grab
Yeah.
some.
Or it
grab
says
it.
Really?
like,
Oh yeah.
or it says like $5 a bundle,
Mhm.
and there's
Honor
a little
system.
lockbox, and you just
Where?
Then you take the lockbox and
Where
go.
would this be?
like in their front yard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. And you buy it $5 at a time? Don't you want a cord of firewood?
Well, I don't know the exact price because I'm not buying the wood from them, but I'm saying like that's how they would have it. Yeah.
I had a golf buddy who bought a cord of firewood from some hillbilly in Virginia, and he was like, "You shorted me. This is not a cord. I know what a cord of wood is." So he went and found the guy's address, drove to his house in the woods with the barking dogs behind the chain link fence to go confront him and say, "You shorted me on the firewood." I said, "Bob, are you crazy? Do you have a death wish?" But he said he got his cord of firewood when it was all said and done. So spring home improvement scams, look out for them. Give us the top 3, let's say, Julie, that you're going to see this spring.
So definitely roofers will come because roofing's a big high ticket item. Of course, it costs a lot of money to redo your roof. So definitely do your research on that. Really any business, but especially any remodelers, things like that. Also, we'll see a lot of what we call storm chasers. So a big storm rolls through, maybe a tornado or something, and then all of a sudden you'll get a knock on the door and they'll say, hey, like this example, I'm doing some work next door, or I see that this tree's down. I see that there's some damage to your house. I can fix that. I can help. They always come in as the savior, right? Like they're going to help and save you and do everything for you. But in fact, they're probably going to scam you. So just the biggest thing to look out for is to check out the business. Go to bbb.org, look and see if they're a BBB accredited business. And if you own or work for a business that's not accredited, look into the BBB accreditation program as well, because we do all the research on those businesses for you. So it makes it easy.
All right. What if somebody offered to come and clean your basement? Would you take them up on it?
Maybe. Yes.
How did
Since my husband doesn't.
How did Josh do with the cleaning up of the basement yesterday?
Not well at all.
Oh no! Here we go. All right, let's talk. What's the problem?
I think we're
Julie?
late for break.
What's the problem, Julie?
I think last week we talked about procrastination a little bit. Didn't we talk about how Josh likes to procrastinate? And I've been asking him to clean the basement for I don't know how many months. And now we have people coming over tomorrow. And now is when he decides to maybe start cleaning up a few things. But it's still a disaster. And
I said, Julie, he hasn't even begun cleaning. He's just been tidying. The tidying is putting stuff away where it belongs. The cleaning removes dirt and dust from surfaces. That's cleaning.
You're absolutely right. Spot on.
Oh, yes.
Now, what else did you say, though? You also said that 98% of the people that would be coming over tomorrow anyway
won't care
at all.
Won't care. They
don't
really
care
won't. But Julie has reputational equity at stake here.
Why?
As
She
the woman
married
of the house.
me.
Because people coming into her home will look. Some will look, not the men, but the women may look and they may go, looks like you got some
Could be
dust
nicer in here.
on your
Yeah.
blinds.
Oh.
Looks like someone's not taking care of their home.
Is their vacuum broken?
Reputational equity is at
If
stake.
you're coming over to my house and saying that, get out of my house.
Where's
these blinds look dusty? Who are you?
Where's Josh's hat collection, Julie? Is that displayed in the basement?
It is. Yep. It's in the basement.
What do you tell visitors about that? That you're married to a man?
I try to avoid it at all costs. I avoid it.
100 hats mounted in the basement. How many hats, Josh?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough hats.
I bet that wall's
More like
always
hundreds.
tape.
Yeah, we're probably close, but we're not there yet.
All right. Julie, good luck. That's all I can say.
Ugh.
Thank you as always.
Thanks. I'll need it.
All right, there you go. Your scam of the week brought to you by the Better Business Bureau of Wisconsin.